10 things you may not know about horses. Hello viewers, you are watching our YouTube channel Kool&hothub. Horses are unique animals on our planet. Tamed about 6,000 years ago, their history is indivisibly intertwined with that of man. Their motor power allowed us to move before the invention of the internal combustion engine. Horses were the main driving force for almost all of humanity. In addition to this, their contribution to agriculture as pack animals is incalculable in the human history. Once they were treated as our modern society treats dogs and cats, as real pets and much more than just friends, almost companions for life. Without their help, the evolution of our society would have been completely different. Today we want to pay tribute to this majestic animal by telling you some curiosities that, perhaps, you still do not know. Its ancestor was a miniature version. Hoopo lived 50 million years ago, is the oldest ancestor of the horse and was very different from the imposing and majestic steed we know today. This progenitor, in fact, was an animal just 50 centimeters tall at the withers, therefore similar to a fawn. Today's horses are on average 1.5 meters tall and weigh hundreds of kilos. They breathe only through their noses. The respiratory system of horses is unique, which distinguishes them from most animals. In fact, the horse is not able to breathe through the mouth, but only uses the nose. Obviously this is not very convenient. For example, the specimen can suffer if a nostril, for any reason, for example an allergic attack, is obstructed. Horses can't vomit. This is another particular feature of the anatomy of horses. In their stomach there is in fact a membrane, which is missing in humans, called cardias. This valve allows food only to enter the stomach, preventing its eventual ascent towards the mouth. They spend their nights on their feet. This is a characteristic that unites a long series of herbivores. The reason for this behavior lies in nature. In fact, herbivores have always been prey, and the fact of sleeping standing up allows them to always be ready to flee in case of attack. This is possible thanks to the shape of their tendons, so strong as to fully support their weight and, at the same time, to keep them in balance. Today the European species dominates. You may not know it, but horses in America, understood as the entire continent, only existed until 11,000 years ago. The current ones were brought to America by European, Spanish and Portuguese conquistadors. The famous wild horses of the American prairies, in reality, are therefore successors of some specimens at the time escaped from European farms. Their ears are like antennae. The ears of these animals contain as many as 10 muscles and can move 180 degrees. They are also able to perceive a very wide range of different sounds, ranging from more or less 14 to 25 kHz. They are also a powerful means of expression, which they use to communicate their moods, from fear to the most genuine curiosity. The nose of the horses is super. The sense of smell of horses is much more developed than we might think. Their nose is able to pick up many more odors than that of humans, although it is less developed than that of dogs. They live very long. Considering other species of animals, horses are quite long-lived, able to live with dignity even 30 years, if cared for properly. The record for the longest-lived horse belongs to Old Billy, who lived 61 years between 1760 and 1882. Very large eyes. The eyes of horses are the largest among all terrestrial mammals in the world. Their vision is also both monochrome and binocular, and they can see up to 350 degrees. This characteristic was given to it, by nature, always to better escape predators. teeth to assess their age. An adult horse has 36 to 44 teeth, also depending on the sex. To measure the age of the horse through the teeth, an analysis of the 12 front incisors is usually conducted, also observing their color and length. Thanks, watching the videos. Please subscribe our channel and click the bell icon to receive the new videos on time. YouTube, Kool&hothub.